there is power in the name of Jesus. You can be delivered in the name of Jesus. One of the encounters that we went to with Destiny Life, Kendrick Oakley was speaking to a group of men. And he was confessing an habitual sin in his life that just kept coming back and coming back and coming back. And what he spoke that day spoke to me. He said, I had to get to the point that I wanted Jesus more than I did my addiction. And when I got to that place, that addiction had no power in me. It lost its hold. And I can testify to that. I can testify to that. I've never had an addiction that was taken away from me just like that. I've had to walk it out. But I had to get to that point where I said, Lord, it's yours. Lord, I want you more than I want this. And every one of these bad qualities that we've talked about today, envy, jealousy, any of them that we've talked about, we have to get to the point where we want Christ more than we want them. Because on our own, we've got that sinful nature, don't we? And we will go back to it if we don't keep seeking Christ. Daily. Daily. Now, we've talked many times. He does not want, he doesn't want weekend visitation. How many had parents that were divorced? And another one of the parents got you on the weekends, every other weekend. God doesn't want that. He wants you living with Him in a relationship with Him 24/7. 365 days a year. We don't put Him on a shelf when we want to go out and have our time. Our time is no longer our time. Our time is His time. Amen? We'll jump to verse 18 now. Who's in the sound booth? Jeremy, go to 18. Did she show you how? There. Jeremy's filling in. Amy had to take the kid out. And those who are peacemakers will plant seeds of peace and reap a harvest of the righteousness. There is a reward for being a peacemaker. There is a reward. Harvest of righteousness. The way I look at that, we are gathering people up for Christ. We are leading people to Christ. What was it that He called us to be? Disciples? What are we supposed to be doing? Making disciples, right? For Him. A harvest of righteousness. It's not for us. We're not making disciples for us. We're making disciples for Him. We're bringing them along with us. We're showing them the way. We're leading them to Christ. if I can read my notes here, I want to give kind of a comparison. One's wisdom from below, and the other one's wisdom from heaven. From below, bitter envy. From heaven, purity. From below, selfish ambition. From above, peaceable, willing to sacrifice for peace. From below, boasting. From above, considerate. That's the gentle, not seeking its own way. From below, denying the truth. From above, willing to yield. From below, being earthly minded. From above, merciful, compassionate. From below, being unspiritual. From above, being impartial, single-minded toward God and people. From below, from the devil. From above, sincere, without hypocrisy. And all these result in either disorder or good fruit, evil practices or righteousness. All the verses that we went through today are summed up in these comparisons. Now, right now, I want to end. I'd just like for you to bow your heads for a second. I don't want you looking over at your neighbor. I don't want you saying, you need to listen to this. But I want everybody to concentrate on themselves. Take out that magnifying glass. Look deep into our hearts, our own hearts. And ask the Lord to reveal in you what He would like for you to see. And ask Him this: am I following the earthly deeds or the heavenly? Am I bearing earthly fruit or heavenly fruit? Lord, right now, I just ask you to give each person a picture of themselves. Lord, take away any thoughts that they may have of, oh, this person really needed to hear this sermon and they're not here today. Or, oh, I'm glad they're here because they needed it. But Lord, show them themselves. Show them themselves. Lord, that not so they can be condemned, but Lord, so that they can be lifted out of it. Change their hearts, change their minds. Lord, purify us. Give us that string of pearls held together by purity. Lord, right now, I give you those parts of me that are walking in righteousness. Lord, I want you to take them, and I don't want them back. Take my sins. Give me you and the Holy Spirit to guide me and direct me. there's anything that he is pointing out to you right now, give it to him. Give it to him. Don't keep anything that is evil. Don't keep anything that is demonic. Hold on to what is righteous. Ask for this wisdom. Ask for these spiritual gifts. And he will be faithful. He will be faithful. Holy Spirit, I just ask you now to do a work. Do a work in all of us. Separating good from evil. Removing what is of the world. And build upon what is good and righteous. Lord, I give you my heart. I give you my life. Let what follows me be works of righteousness. In Jesus' precious name, I pray. Amen. Guys, I hope this spoke to you today. And if this is your first time here, no, I'm not picking on people. I'm not trying to point things out. We are doing a study and we are going through the book of James right now. This just happened to come up and it spoke to us. It's going to be even better next week. Come back. We'll be in James chapter 4 next week. We've got 2 chapters left. I think in the next month we may be done. I don't know. We've got a couple of guest speakers coming in. All right. Kenny, would you mind asking the blessing over the offering?
Heavenly Father, Lord, we come to you and thank you for this day, Lord. Lord, we just ask your blessings over this offering, Lord, that you may use it and multiply your kingdom, Lord. We just thank you for all you do in our lives. We pray.
Amen. All right, we're going to make a few announcements. So if Amy will pull up the announcements back there. Here we go. Sunday school, 9:30 a.m. We're still doing 201, Mike?
Yes.
All right. Spare change. If you've got any change, let's dump it in this bucket for our kids. Intercessory prayer team meets every 1 hour before every service. So thank you guys for your faithfulness. Randy wasn't able to make it today, and they still took us to the throne. Christianity 101. Right now, I think we're kind of crossing the Wednesday night out, so everybody please that's doing the 101 come on Sunday at 5 p.m. So today, 5 o'clock, we'll be right here, okay? All right. Guys, this has been a great group, and we're right at the halfway point right now. September 22nd, Brother John Overton is coming. Jesus People will be here September 27th through the 29th. That'll be a Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. It'll be 7 o'clock Friday night. The thing we missed was Friday Night Fire. Who's ready for Friday Night Fire? Woo!